the souls swim free. Who let the souls out? Who let the souls out?
Is it gonna actually work?
Who let the souls out? Swimming with the souls. Oh yeah. Swimming with the souls. Oh yeah. Swimming with the souls. Swim upstream with the bass. Swimming with the souls. Oh yeah.
Hey, 10-star, welcome. First stream on a new computer and first stream of the year. Woo woo. Wish I didn't remember to share out.
Who let the souls out? Who let the souls out? Better tug of war with chains, huh?
Come on, work. Alright, there we go. Post. Man begs his fans to make him new music. They do, and then he plays the same stuff anyways. Can you guys hear him okay? And so guys, alright, can you hear him and can you hear me? I'm pretty sure you can hear me. Like messing with the settings and all that, since that obviously gotta wait. I was smart, I took pictures of my settings. But it's like, oh hey, this is a newer OBS that has this and this and this. Like, oh shit. Alright, well hopefully this still all works. Alright, you can hear me, but can you hear him? Or do I need to change his setting? Okay, we can hear him fine. Alright, I had to check. Alright, guys. Well, he's bitching that you can't just get the HD collection of Silent Hill anymore. I wonder if I still have it. Oh, I guess you have to have this dude. Today's news on Bayonetta 3. Stop asking us and forget about a game until we tell you we're ready to talk about it, for God's sake. That sounds more like him. Always a good thing to vibe out to. Well, music anyways. His music maybe not so much, but music in general. Excuse me. Let's see. Everything should be good, I hope. Q-Deck! Holla holla! Yes, I can. But so far, the only game I've played so far has been Diablo 2, because I want to make sure Diablo 2 worked. Had to make sure Diablo 2 worked. I play that game every single year. And oh, hey! I've now played it in 2021. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why does it keep saying that it's offline? I'm not downloading anything. I'm not uploading anything. I'm doing absolutely nothing else with my internet. And strangely enough, like, I've uploaded some videos already, and they uploaded stupid fast. It's like, I don't know how my PC would affect my internet like that, but everything is faster. Nah, probably not. Terrible. Diablo 3 is a great game too, and I love the things they've done with it, because like, you go from the PS3 version to the PS4 version, it's a completely different game. New areas, new monsters, new items, new quests, new everything. And then for the month of January, they add Diablo 1. You can play through like Diablo 1 in Diablo 3. It's hilarious, but they only do it for the month of January. But also there's exclusive items and things to grab while you do it. And it's just so much fun, like being able to go back to Diablo 1 and high-def graphics and all that. They're like, ah, it's the Butcher! Well, I didn't get it until, like, it was already on the PS4, but I didn't have a PS4 at the time, so I bought a PS3. Like, before bed, got my friends to buy because we all played Diablo 2 back in the day. Hey, these are a lot of fun. It's like, hey, I got PS4, but hey, I got it on PS3. I don't need to buy it for PS4. And it's like, oh, you want Necromancer? Oh, you want this? You want that? You got to get it on the PS4. It's like, all right, fine. I'll buy the bullet. Spend like $20 to get all the DLC and Diablo 3 and all that on the PS4. And it's like, holy shit, guys, you guys gotta get this. In fact, so I was able to use to convince my one friend to get a PS4 because he's like, I don't need a PS4. I don't need a PS4. Had him come over play Diablo 3 on the PS4 version. He's like, oh shit, I need to get a PS4. They refuse to step up, Oath Keeper. Those bastards. I know I've mailed stuff before. Should be able to still mail. But then again, it's been a while since I played Diablo 3 because when I look at Diablo 2, I played through with every character. Beat it with every character. Maxed out every character. Did the Nephilim rifts with every character. Amy Rose or Sally Acorn? Let me look that up. Amy Rose versus Acorn? Sally Acorn. Oh, Sonic characters. I'm gonna stick with Sonic. Or is he gonna mac into that girl? Exactly. Guys. Sonic's fast enough. You can be like, hey girl, I'm gonna go out and get something to eat. Run across the country, the other side of the country, bang the other one, then run back with some food. Like, hey girl, I brought some food for you too. And I've never dealt with the auction house because I was always on console. God, playing Diablo 2, I hate that. Because, I played every single character, but it's like, alright, right now I'm doing another one with another Barbarian, because I love Barbarian's my favorite in Diablo 2. I was like, hey, here's an item for Sorcerer. Here's an item for the Necromancer. Here's an item for the Druid. Here's an item for the Assassin. Like, ain't got shit for Barbarian. Also, I've played every single year, and I've beaten it with every single character multiple times. Where it's gotten to the point where I got a trainer. It's like, alright, well, I'm going to start off with level 99 character, level 99 skills. Let's put 1,000 points into every single stat. And then you get a small charm, and you put in maximum magic find. Then not only that, but you can do a by level, where it's like, oh, you get 3% magic find per level. Well, level 99 with that 3% per level. It's like, alright, I got 20 of these in here. Still can't find anything good. Terrible, Lee. And yes, I'm home for some grand salt. More salt, the better. I go multiple times a week, but that's because there's a Kroger on my way home from work. I'm like, I think I have 2 pizzas and a lasagna sitting in my freezer. But for me, it's like, well, what do I feel like eating today? I want a steak. What do I feel like eating today? I can make a big pot of chili. I have food for 2-3 days. I feel like making an egg sandwich. I'll buy bagels and eggs. So I make egg sandwiches. Thank you, Living Dead Girl. Loving it now that it works. Fries Food and Drug. Was it owned by Philip J. Fry? And I get done, and it's like, well, it's already on the way there, stop there, grab whatever I feel like eating that day. I've never done that, but my mom has. Like, when it's super cold, she doesn't feel like getting out of the car, she'll do that. And I was like, but I like getting up and walking around. Again, that way I can also pick out specific steaks, specific roast, specific green pepper, like when I made chili. Yesterday I made chili. It's like I picked out my specific onion, my specific green pepper, my specific whatever. God, Kroger is getting bigger and bigger. And they gotta be killing it, like... I like parking as far away from the door as possible just because I don't mind walking and leave the closer ones for older people, but holy shit, like you'll park, you'll be walking in and then people will be honking at each other trying to get the same spot, waiting for someone else to back out of it. So for nothing, Isaac. I'm just waiting for him to only have thugs on the floor, like 8 different versions of it. Guys, all the other ones I couldn't allow. Twitch might ban me for it. But thugs on the floor is okay, guys. Let's do the time warp again. Oh, I got a message. Killer Chronic. Damn, Killer Chronic, what did you find me? This actually would fit what I've been working on. That may not work, so let's try paint. For some reason, not every... No, I'm gonna have to edit that out anyways, because you can't have that. Definitely can't be allowing that. And like all these people are finding these ads where it's just it's porn. Like, hey, watch this porn on YouTube. Like, how about no? But that's not what I go to YouTube for. I go to YouTube for ASMR and detractor content. Let's save that as YT. Hey, what the hell? Uh-oh. How's paint doing now? Come on. There we go. Sorry about that. And we are back. Kroger's based out of Cincinnati? That seems a little weird. Figures everything is out of New York. I've been to Cincinnati, what was it? 49ers Bungles game. Friend's a huge 49ers fan, so we went down there to watch 49ers. If all things, or the PayPal emote that DSP uses right now. Like, if all the things go after, he doesn't go after something that's actually like, copyright claimed. ASMR, autonomous sensory meridian response, aka brain tingles. Some people get it from light triggers, sound triggers, whispering, tapping, personal attention. Depends what you like. Oh yeah, it's great. Like, guys, you're not talking about me. Reee, you're derailing. You're derailing the stream. By the way, guys, I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes talking about this tip audit. Ack. Yes, I did. Like, turns out one of the modders is a furry cub thing. Or is into furry cubs, which is alright. Michael, how's it going? And I don't have my crawl at the bottom yet because I had all the names saved. I swear, I saved all the names. I just can't find them right now. That and I don't remember how to do the crawl. It'll be 5 minutes on YouTube once I find the names to look up how to do it, but that's going to be the washer. Doing laundry today. My computer's so quiet you can't even hear it. Like, I can't even hear it. I'm right next to it. That's why I've got to take the plastic off again. Let me take this plastic off the tempered glass. Like, it's blast proof. Like, what do I need blast proof glass on my case for? There's a bomb going off. I don't think I'm gonna be that worried about the computer case. I'm worried about the fact that there's a bomb going off. There we go. God, I love my computer. None, because A, as far as I know, they froze everything. B, I do have a Robinhood account right now. But I was like, oh, due to delays, it's going to take a while for us to approve your accounts. Like, well, approve it so I can buy more GameStop stonks. Although, from what I'm seeing, Zom is going to be the next one. The fuck was that, washer? Calm the fuck down. As I'm doing sheets and towels and all that today. So I mean, it's gonna be a little heavier. Calm down, washer, I swear. Well, he's already bitching about Bayonetta for some reason. Bayonetta 3. I could play... Well, it's probably been over a decade since I last played drums, but... Give me a couple months of extra practice and all. I could probably get back to playing drums for a ZZ Top cover band. As I get the M2 for Windows and a couple programs like Malwarebytes. I have my SSD for all my games. Then I got my regular HD for movies, TV shows, porn, pictures, music, PDFs, whatever. That's amazing. Like, I look at my PC and it's like, or this PC. Oh, you got 391 gigs out of 465 left over on the M2. It's like, but I don't plan on putting much else on there. So it's probably going to stay at that for good, because I'm not putting anything else on there. Oh, the solid state drive, you still have 1.69 noise terabytes free of 1.81. And that's, I already got a bunch of games on there. There's still some like Witcher 3 I haven't gotten around to downloading yet, because it's like, oh, that might take a while and I want to do a live stream today. And then my HDD, 1.41 terabytes free of 1.81. Again, that's all my movies, my TV shows, music, pictures, PDFs, whatever. Why does screen go blank? And why is Dodge showing again? There we go. Kumo, that sounds exactly like DSP. Wow, something that's actually nothing like Ghostbusters. It's just like Ghostbusters. I was like Ghostbusters. They captured something. And that's it. Well, did they use other ghosts to fight it? In Ghostbusters? Well, no. They just shove their proton packs and get into the box. Well, how's that anything like Pokemon? Not only is it BS, but only the rich people can play it. My mom's got... My mom put in like $200. She's up to $900. Which, like, it's only $900, but she started off with like $200. Because that's what she felt comfortable with losing. I'm trying to get a Robinhood account going right now. It's like, I'll dump $100 into it. If I lose $100, I lose $100. I spent $100 on way worse. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. I mean, it's all what you feel like putting your money into. One friend invests in precious metals that just happen to be shaped like guns. I love how he puts it. Yeah, invest in precious metals like you do. Yeah, this one's shaped like a AR. This one's shaped like a 50. This one's shaped like a Desert Eagle. It's like, alright, I get what you mean now. I put my shit into computers and electronics. It's the guy we're watching this Twitch. Gout and Gin, the G&G. Only to hottest. I think it's going to be the Chiefs just because, holy shit, Patrick Mahomes is on fire. But I think it would be funnier if the Bucks won. Can you imagine the salt that would rain from the skies if Tom Brady wins another ring? The only person in the history of the NFL with 7 rings. 10 Super Bowl appearances, 7 rings. Like, holy... No joke, 47% of his career ends at the Super Bowl. 47% of the time, his career ends at the Super Bowl. Like, there's no other player that's had that. I'm all over it, Woomy. Loving it. Jesse, how's it going? I'll say, back in high school, senior year, you had economics class. They had a program where you start off with $100,000 and you can buy and sell stock. It was the actual stock market, it was just, through the app. Or program, whatever. I finished at 11th with over $100 million. You finished top 15, you automatically passed. Someone said the top 15 and finished, like, alright, I'm not doing anything else. That was a hell of a beating. That was like, how do you explain you went from getting B's, all of a sudden you got a D as the final grade? Well, once I finished top 15 in the program, I automatically passed, so I didn't have to do anything else. Terrible. No singing on Christmas. Title of that song's anyways. Is that a show, Kumo? Super overpriced purchases for football players and celebs? I mean, we've seen plenty of that. It's like, I need this $18 million mansion. Aren't you only getting paid $22 million across 3 years? Yeah, but when I get a new contract, it'll pay for the rest. Doesn't get a new contract because they got hurt. Oh, they're boned. But the only issue with the Wall Street program that they had was, let's say this stock is $1.17. In real life, you can only buy 5,000 shares. Like, that's the max you can buy. Well, on the program, you could buy as much money as you had, you could buy that stock. So, you buy $100,000 worth. It goes up 12 cents. Hey, you just made 12 grand. Sell it. Next day, oh, this stock's $1.09. Buy $112,000 worth of that stock. Goes up by 19 cents. Sell it. Hey, I just made over 19 grand. Webull. It was Robinhood, Webull, and I think E-Trade. All of a sudden, no more trading! Oh, what did DSP have for breakfast? Iced coffee and a granola bar. Where is he getting iced coffee from? Is he going to Starbucks for iced coffee? Mr. I'm broke, I'm totally broke. Twinkies. Hey, now those Gundam kits will go up in value. As long as you don't break them, like DSP does. I try to glue them back together. Look, guys, it's exactly the same. Just completely fucking broken. Yeah, whatever happened to his caffeine fast? Guys, I'm quitting caffeine. Is every pre-stream a beg fest? Sometimes a Twinkie is just a Twinkie. Twinkie. Nah, I cannot actually remember last time I had a Twinkie. Because I like the Swiss rolls, the chocolate with cream. I love the Swiss rolls. So I actually can't remember last time I had a Twinkie. Oh, hey, you should be starting soon.
Alrighty, sorry everyone, no hobos and dogs today. No hobos and dogs. Had to end the pre-stream there to get started with the real stream.
Hey, Jake.
What's going on, my friends? Hello and welcome to the stream. I'm DSP and I welcome you to a fun full day of streaming. And today we're doing things a little bit differently. All right, purposely we're doing things differently today.
You're gonna beg more?
What does that mean? Well, it means today, my main gameplay stream is something that normally I wouldn't do as a main gameplay stream. In fact, this is a game that I've been playing as a night stream for quite some time. And I'm curious, quite frankly, to see how it goes today. This is something that people have been asking me for about a week straight, both publicly, like on Twitter, and also from the YouTube chat, and some people even emailed me.
Snort.
And what they've said was as follows. They like my playthrough of Immortals Phoenix Rising. They think the game is interesting. It's very Breath of the Wild-esque. And they like that style of game because it lends itself to be a lot more chill, meaning there's a lot more time for like interaction and stuff and discussion. It's a lot of open world exploration. So that's all well and good. But since I'm playing it only on night streams, there's a large group of my viewers who can only attend the daytime streams because of time zone constraints. I understand that. If you live across the pond, as they say, for example, chances are my night streams are in the middle of the night for you, and you can't watch them. All right? I mean, that's why I have two streams. The first stream is more for an international audience, where more people can tune in, and then the later stream is more of a domestic audience here in the United States.
The color.
A little bit of extra gameplay, but that's also why I do more chill games kind of during that late stream, okay?
Snort.
So, because I've gotten so many requests for this, I said, let's give it a shot this week. Let's flip the stream, especially because I defeated the story of Yakuza 7 on Monday, and we had a one main game that was out of the mainstream rotation. I said, hey, I have the flexibility this week to rotate.
To not play Divinity 2 Original Sin?
All right. So
the game you've already been paid for? Rob Allen, holla holla! Good to see you back.
I'm curious to see.
Holla holla for the da Rob Allen.
On this
So I haven't seen you in a
will
few,
people
well, a couple streams because I was doing
and said that they would come support it, actually show up,
Divinity
and
2.
out, interact, and support the stream. That's a question, right? You never know. It could be a vocal minority. It could be a very small group of people who want to see it, and I end up not getting too much attention on it. I don't know.
You mean money?
I wouldn't be against playing this as a mainstream from time to time. I wouldn't. But we got to see how it does.
Gotta see how much money I make, guys.
Today. Now here's the thing. In Immortals Phoenix Rising, we're currently in the second area of the game. This is the Ares God of War area, and it's pretty interesting. It's more like a bunch of cliffs and like an arid climate. The first area was very lush with vegetation. This area is not. The puzzles so far have been pretty interesting. The enemies are definitely tougher in this area than they were in the first area.
I say Breath of the Wild-esque is right up there with Dark Souls, man. This is like Dark Souls.
Another area, I'm not sure, because the enemies are kind of challenging. But anyway, we're making progress so far in this area.
Welcome back.
I took out the
Space Cat's
cave
back.
where,
Couple days.
Hercules
He'll
was
be
corrupted,
here.
so he'll stop hunting me in this area so we can more openly explore and not get hounded by Heracles' clones coming after me or whatever.
Oh god, he was so salty about Heracles. They spelled Hercules wrong, guys. Like, no, Heracles is how it's originally spelled from the Greek version.
Try to do a balance of content.
I get the Roman version of Hercules is more common, but Heracles is the original Greek version.
Whenever we want, but I'd also like to maybe do some open world exploration as well. Like I said, this game really lends itself.
DSP being head coach, he'd kick it for the field goal at 4th and 4 with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Oh wait, the Green Bay Packers actually did that.
You guys are ready for an interactive stream today. It's going to be, interesting to say the least, and let's see how it goes today. Okay?
Snort.
If today's stream goes well, which factors in a few
I.e.
things.
money.
How many people show up?
Money.
How many people interacted or engaged with me making it an entertaining stream?
Money.
Yes, quite frankly, the third factor, which everyone loves to talk
Money.
about, is contributions on the stream. Okay, just being honest. If these things all kind of pan out to average
Money, money, money. Money! That's all he cares about, guys.
I'm not saying that
Never forget, it's only about the money.
I'm not saying this is
Money, money, money.
stream by no means by saying that. I'm saying maybe every once in a while, for variety's sake, we'll toss this game in as an early stream if there's enough support for it. Okay?
5-star Hall of Fame under the Giant. Fuck, you mean I need to get that? Guys, give me $10,000 and get me 5-star Hall of Fame under the Giant.
Stick around for today's Immortal stream. All right. Later tonight, it's my
Was not the case. It was RAM, Power Supply, And while the motherboard wasn't bad, it was
Geared
just
up, I'm ready.
low mid-tier and it couldn't handle the power I was putting through it.
Fighter once a week, as laggy as it can get in that collection.
Ads.
It's the only access.
Oh yeah, that's why I got ad blocks. So I don't see
I
ads.
grew up and I love. So I'm very excited for that later tonight.
God, YouTube's new algorithm is so
6:45
fucking
PM
stupid.
Time, for some fun throwback Street Fighter stuff. Okay, good stuff later tonight.
Snort.
Sorry that, yes, I am snorting a little bit here. My post-nasal drip is bothering me this morning. Nothing I can do about it. I'm sure it'll clear. Usually it clears up during the course of the stream.
Blow your nose.
All right. Tomorrow, Saturday.
Coomer dog.
The return of Hitman 3 as a main gameplay stream, and we're going to be heading into the. Well, we're finishing up the 4th stage, and then we'll be heading into the 5th. Apparently, the game has 6 levels. Okay, so we'll be heading into the last third of the game. The levels are quite long and challenging. Each level has taken me roughly 2 to 3 hours to beat. I don't foresee it changing, so likely.
But if he doesn't put his nose right on the microphone, how are you going to hear him?
2 to 3 more streams to hit me before we wrap it up. And I hope you've been liking the playthrough. I certainly.
Well, here's the thing. Like, right now, my eyes are wide
Tomorrow
open.
night.
But for some reason,
Finally.
it thinks my eyes are closed. It's weird.
With the most disappointing games of 2020 countdown. In fact,
When I don't have OBS running, it works perfectly. When I start OBS, suddenly it's like, oh, hey, your eyes are closed. Like, no, they're not.
Putting together the videos and ranking the most disappointing games of 2020 with my personal picks for that event. Okay.
But his wife works at Fred Meyer. She doesn't work at Walgreens, so he can't get it, dude.
On Saturday night, it's going to be a live stream. All right, it's going to be me counting down the worst games and telling you a little bit about them. Essentially, doing mini reviews of each of these games that I feel were super disappointing last year, telling you why, and basically ranking them. All right. Holy shit!
Friday.
Last year there was some disappointing.
I thought I gotta work Saturday and Sunday
Okay.
and Monday, 6 to 2, all 3 fucking days. Up early.
So, that's going to be exciting, all right? Now, if we finish that early, then I'll probably switch over and do something quickly, maybe some Call of Duty multiplayer, or maybe Yakuza 7 post-game. We'll see, what time allows for it, depends on how quickly I finish that up. Chances are, it looks like, I'll finish it in an hour, it'll take the whole 2 hours. That's usually what happens, is I always think things are going to go quickly, and then they go way more lengthy.
Because you stop the stream completely and go, alright guys, I spent 10 minutes doing a typicalization. Oh, why is it taking me so long to beat this game? Alright guys, I'm going to take another break to grab some water. Like if you actually sat down and played the game, you would beat it in an hour.
I'm still using the Krieg 6, or the Krieg 6, I think it's Krieg 6, but also now I'm using the knife, which I did not use the entire time I've been playing the game so far. And I just started using it, and I got a lot of kills with it. So I'm going to start using the knife now and see how that goes in certain stages. Should be interesting. And it's 3+ hours during the daytime, which I have not done since the launch of the game in early November.
3+ hours? But I thought you said you stream all day. 3 hours is not all day, DSP. When your menu stalling.
A first-person shooter like this consistently because I haven't done it in years and years. But at the same time, people are disappointed because I'm only playing it at night, and there's an audience of people that cannot show up at night, and they're sad that they
Matt
can't
21 has
live
issues with the
support
sliders.
them.
Ooh.
So I'm doing it as the daytime stream on Sunday.
So I only buy one Madden a
Join me for that, and
console
again,
generation. I had
supporting,
04
and if it is
for
something that you guys like, I'll
PS2.
consider maybe doing
I had the one with Adrian
However,
Peterson on the cover for
I'll be honest with you guys,
PS3.
all right?
PS4 I got
I have
16, I
noticed
think.
that the attitude towards the Call of Duty streams has begun to change a
Yeah, I
little
got
bit.
16 for the PS4. So probably won't be
And I even
22 or
said this
23
the
until I
last
get
time I played it. I said,
Madden
if
for the
when I'm
PS5.
playing Call of Duty, people are kind of just complaining all the time, and basically support is low, and everyone's basically saying, "Oh my God, more of this." Then instead of playing it 2-3 times a week like I've been doing, I may reduce it down to only once a week. Similar to Street Fighter. Street Fighter, I always play Friday nights. Maybe I would make it so, I don't know, Saturday nights are always Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty Saturday, Street Fighter Friday, Call of Duty Saturdays, and stuff, or something like that. Okay? I wouldn't be against doing that. I do like the game enough that I want to keep playing it.
Because you do make money, just not as much money as you think.
The amount that I play.
No, but that's bullshit though. He made $155 in tips. Not tips, cheers. $155 in cheers. But they weren't tips. So he didn't accept them as no contributions.
But I guess we're going to have to see. Let's see what happens, all right, on Sunday. And we'll go from there. Sunday night is going to be Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yes, it's actually going back to being a night stream for this week because I want to play more of it to keep the story moving. But at the same time, I'm switching up all these daytime streams, so
Yeah.
I need to make time for it. It's going to be Sunday night. And then on Monday, another main stream of Hitman, which means, yes, even more progress. Maybe we'll even beat the 5th stage and get into the end. We'll see. We're not going to beat it, that's for sure, but maybe we'll get close, see the final stage. And then Monday night, it's going to be the best
Do I
games
put it in
of
the
2020
dryer?
countdown,
Nah, it's annoying.
where I run through all the best games of 2020. And that should be a good time as well. And that way my year-end series will finally be done in the bag after being delayed for the greater part of a month because of insanely lengthy playthroughs. All right? All right. Now, yesterday I got asked a very good question by Eternal Napalm. He said, Phil, are you still going to do the best and worst of last console generation, which you said was a good idea you wanted to do? I'm still interested in doing it. I just can't do it right now because I've been basically tasked with working on my taxes, which sucks. I fucking hate doing it, but I have to do it every year.
You said in December that you were all caught up on your taxes.
September. The first half of February. Which sucks.
You said you were caught up on your taxes, asshole.
I don't have a lot of time right now. Like right now, behind the scenes, I'll be working on the year-end series and everything. So, like literally the first week of February, I'm gonna have to work my ass off behind the scenes to get all my tax shit together. And while I'm doing that, I have no time to do anything else. I certainly won't have time to work on extra series or anything like that. I would definitely like to do it, but I can't promise that I'll do it.
And you make so much money. Just put a third of it aside and your taxes are taken care of. What the fuck is wrong with you?
February, but let's play it by ear and see what happens, okay? In addition, the retrospective event, which I was hoping was going to happen in very early February, likely will.
Same game views, same.
For next weekend, I'm thinking. You could either
Checking out my wish list on Steam. After I get everything downloaded, it's like, oh, hey, look at that. It's like, no, don't touch it.
And the more nominations I get, the better.
I gotta beat Divinity 2 first.
Yesterday on stream, and I want to address it again here, for just in case you weren't here yesterday. Someone said, Phil, I don't know how good this retrospective event's going to be when all the nominations are from the same 3 people. If you go to the forums, you'll see it's like 3 people nominated a ton of stuff.
Because everyone else was banned.
People. All right, fair enough, but here's the thing. This is the way that these interactive events work. You guys, over the years that I've been a full-time live streamer, have told me you want more input. You want to have interactive events. You want to feel
hey, Kramer.
Your voice matters. And so I've set up interactive events like the viewer's choice, like the retrospective event. So that
I have a Discord, and I'm in Mighty D's Discord, Dante Crisis Discord, and a few others, but
that turn into
I'm never on Discord.
The stuff that we
it's one of those. Oh, hey, that's right. I do have a Discord. I'll probably check it out like once a month.
12 years of content creation, and you go to my forums, you nominate them. I sift through that stuff, and then we go through them on the retrospective stream, and that's how it goes. All right. If people don't nominate stuff, right, there's not much I can do about it. Essentially, if people aren't nominating stuff, what you're telling me is maybe you just don't want to see the retrospective event anymore, which is okay if that's the case. If you guys think we've done it too often, I mean, the last one we did was last summer, so you're talking it's been, what, like 8 months since we did one? But if you're telling me essentially, oh, I don't want to see it anymore, fine, but the thing is, the success of the event is...
I have no idea what my Discord is.
A result of your input, you know what I mean?
Oh... Let's see, I think I can
so
have
by
my
all
phone
means,
too.
if you want to see a good retrospective event, please go nominate stuff on the forums, all right? But understand that I understand the criticism. Oh, it's the same 3 people. But those are the people who have stepped up and said, listen, we really like Phil's stuff, and I want to support it.
And they're the only 3 not banned.
So let me actually go out of my way and nominate stuff. You know what I mean? Like, those are the nice people doing that. So I'm not going to sit here and complain. I'm going to say
I do have it on my phone, all right.
To the people who have done that over there. I really appreciate that. Okay? Now,
oh, hell, that's one
other things.
Thing to walk in on.
There's another viewer's choice event that's going to happen. However, as I've told you guys, I don't want to really do anything with it until the retrospective happens, so that we can focus on the viewer's choice.
I don't know how to run Discord very well.
There will be a viewer's choice event. Absolutely, there will be a viewer's choice event, and it's going to happen probably within a week or 2. I'm going to open up the nominations, and then
that's it.
Vote.
Don't quote me on that, though.
More information on that as we get closer to it. Once the retrospective event is set in stone with a date and everything, then I would talk more about that. Now, as for the current viewer's choice event coming up, which is Divinity Original Sin 2, yes, that is absolutely happening in the month of February. No exceptions. I am starting the playthrough in February with no excuses and no exceptions. It is happening
2 weeks later. Here's my excuse for not playing it.
So for those who've been waiting for it forever, finally I'm...
You realize he moves that to a night stream, it's never being beaten.
In February for new releases besides Mario.
He'll be playing it into 2023 if he puts it to the night stream.
Okay? Fair enough?
Oh, it's doing amazing now that it works.
I hope so. I hope that sounds good.
How you doing, Nightwing?
Okay.
Yes. X to gout.
All right. Outside of all that, I don't think I have much else to talk about my streams. All right. Before we get to gaming news and stuff like that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to appeal to you. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I am appealing to you
to give me
support.
more money.
I sound like Bernie Sanders now. Here's the deal. All right. 2 things are going on right now. First of all, this last week, I
Tandy,
had to
Junior
empty
PC
my
new.
bank account to pay taxes. All right.
No, you didn't.
Actually, my quarterly taxes were due for the state. I had to pay my federal taxes and some extra bills on top of that pop up usually very early in the year popped up.
What
And
extra?
I was completely drained of my finances, like completely sapped. All right. So that's happening, and at the very same time that's happening, recently, the tips on the streams have been pretty low compared to usual. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, and I'm certainly not saying you're...
Yes, you are. You're crying about it. Right. You're crying about it right now on your stream, about how bad it is.
I would be an asshole, lying idiot, to say that. All right? You guys have been very supportive. In fact, I've noticed recently cheers have been much higher than they are usually. I don't know why, and I appreciate that. Again, all support, cheering, subbing, tipping, all helps me here.
$155 in cheers in one stream. But guys only got $39 in tips, so this stream sucks.
I did happen to hit the tips goal yesterday on the early stream, which was great, and then on the late stream, I made $20. So you see the difference here is like...
Boo-hoo!
It's basically like, sometimes things are going well, and then other times they're going really bad, and it's kind of like evening out. And
I can know how to
sadly,
check that.
it's like it's
Where do
at
I
a time.
look for that?
This is happening at a time when I just got financially strapped, which sucks. You know, if this were
You have no bills anymore.
last month, even it
You
would have been fine.
won,
But now with
quote
what's
unquote,
happening, in
your
January,
bankruptcy.
ad revenue on YouTube plummets. Okay, it goes way down, and it goes down for about 2 months, and then around March, April, when new games start to come out, ad revenue comes up again. Now, ad revenue on YouTube is not a humongous part of my income.
How do I
but it is
see
still a consistent
friends
part of my
requests on
income.
here?
And even seeing a dip in that affects things. So now we've got a combination, all right, a combination of the fact that,
I don't
number
know how to
one,
work
I just had
this.
a bunch of financial shit come up that I had to drain
No,
my
that's direct
account. I'm
message
pretty
here.
much strapped for cash right now.
Oh, here we go.
Number 2, tips have
Gazer.
been lower recently.
All right,
for whatever
accepted.
reason, and I don't know why. And now number 3, my YouTube ad revenue is going to be low. So it's kind of like everything at once.
Oh no, it's only $1,000 in YouTube revenue, guys.
If you are going to support the streams today, especially if you were to say, oh, I wanted to come out and support Immortal Phoenix Rising, please tip me. And, you know, the sooner the better, because that way we won't have people sitting on the stream. Because now I've said this. You know what happens when I say stuff like this? Oh my God, Phil. Oh, he's not hitting the tips goal. Where's the vest? And blah, blah. And I don't want this whole stream to be that, especially because the type of game that this is. This is a game that lends itself to open world exploration and a lot of interaction. I don't want every 5 minutes someone bringing up, oh, you didn't hit the tips goal, the tips goal. All right.
As he brings it up.
Relax, have a good time. The bottom line is, if people are watching the stream, they're enjoying the stream, they're having a good time, they're probably going to contribute. I don't need to harp on it every 5 minutes, and I'm not going to harp on it every 5 minutes. Maybe
You'll harp on it every
once an
4
hour,
minutes.
Give everyone an update or whatever, okay? But I absolutely would appreciate tips today. They would help a lot. If we could hit the tips goal today, like I said, the sooner the better.
And everyone dumped their money
would
into
help a
GameStop
lot.
stocks.
Okay?
The fuck with the hedge fund
Of course, that goes
managers.
for the coming week, you know. Basically, I'm kind of strapped until I get paid by Twitch in the middle of February. And there's nothing I can do about it. It sucks.
What happened to all your money you got paid in
Position
this
where
month
it's
from
so tight
Twitch?
right now, and I can't control it. You know, it is what it is. So hopefully things go well on the streams and everything between now and then.
Like,
But I would appreciate your support.
11 to 12 grand a month every month,
So all
but
that
somehow
being
he's
said-
always broke.
Cheering, subbing, tipping, all appreciated. Keep in mind,
Hall of Fame
that
Andre.
contributions are not mandatory on my streams, nor are they expected. I consider it
They're not mandatory, as he just cried and begged.
being a standard stream
It's
viewer,
business, unless
my
it's
stream.
business.
I'm an independent guy. What that means is that I don't collaborate with anyone. I don't have a streaming contract with any company to stream exclusively somewhere and make big bucks like a lot of the full-time streamers
Yeah,
out there.
you do.
I don't have any sponsorships with anyone to make money streaming. I don't.
You're a
share
partner on
it.
Twitch. You can only stream
Advertising.
games on
Everything
Twitch.
here on my streams is 100% me, and I pride myself on that. I feel, and you guys have told me.
Oh,
this for
awesome.
years, this is why I
The
won't
business
do
tax that
this,
he's
why I'm
bitching
so
about
and why I still
is
have an audience.
1.5%.
It's very different than a lot of the other content creators have become.
So it'd be $1,500 if he made 100
Played
grand.
that game.
Oh, he made
Never
more than 100 grand?
went for those
All right,
kind of
fine.
deals,
That's fine.
and instead,
Let's
I
say he made a
myself over the years,
ton of money.
Even though
150 grand.
As well off as all those.
All right, it's still gonna be under $2,000.
Just like me. At least I'm still here and I'm able to have a good time with you guys and be.
It might be.
Day, and
I don't use
right?
Discord.
I love my job. I absolutely do.
Usually only use it for like when we do the podcast stuff.
So, please consider contributing if you like the content and if you like the fact that I am a true independent.
But yes.
Right? Now, a couple tips.
10 days worth of tips pays for his business tax for the year.
Disassociate
1.5% business tax is what he's crying about.
Your social media accounts. It always makes sense to make a different account here on Twitch that is completely separate from anything else someone can figure out who you are from. You don't want people coming to harass you off of the stream just because you're on the stream. And I also recommend strongly you turn off your direct messages here on Twitch. Although
it would be $2,250 if you made 150 grand at 1.5%. But wait, he said quarterly.
That you said it
so divided by 4.
You here on Twitch, which is how
he's bitching about $562.50.
You don't want to get harassed simply for watching a streamer.
If he made 150 grand, he is crying about having to pay $562
right now, a lot of help with tips. Okay?
For his quarterly state taxes.
I will strongly urge you to create a verified PayPal account. Why? A verified PayPal account is an added
$562.
Essentially, it protects me from fraud. If someone
is what drained his bank account.
Their real info,
his bank account has been drained by $562 worth of taxes.
They'd be legally liable for it. You see what I mean? And in
where'd the rest of the money go, DSP?
I've had so many fake tips against me by a criminal who sat there buying stolen credit cards off the internet and sending fake tips, but he did it anonymously, and because of that, he wasn't responsible for anything. So he gets away with it, you see? So I've had to basically turn off the ability or basically reject any unverified tips that I get.
Or the third PayPal account
liability
that he denies exists but probably does.
Business. You know, my PayPal account has not only been hit with, I'm not even exaggerating, hundreds of chargebacks totaling thousands of dollars. There were some days in the fall that it looked like I was doing really
well, that's nothing. He's
made a lot of money.
Accidentally slipped up and admitted that he gets takeout and or orders food in multiple times a week. Before it's like, oh, it'll be a rare thing. Maybe once during our day off we'll order food. All
right.
Now it's constantly. It's 3, 4, 5 times a week that he's ordering food. That he's admitted to.
Some added protections as well. So it makes sense for you to do so. So how do you verify?
So now he's accidentally admitted
add in your personal info,
to pay $50 a meal 5 times a week. That is $250 for 5 meals.
To my knowledge,
that's my grocery budget for the month.
And don't worry, no, PayPal is not going to dox you and give out your information if you give them this information. If they did, you could sue them for millions of dollars. All right, because they doxed you and you got into trouble because of it. That would be a big legal liability for them.
Says the guy who's accidentally shout out people's real names while doing Timquisitions.
Create the account. I recommend that you link it to your Twitch. If you do that, what ends up happening is it'll use your Twitch name instead of your real name. The other day we had someone over here who tipped me, and I read out their name and give him a thank you shout out. And he's like, "Oh wow, you read my full name." I was like, "Well, that's what it said on the tip," and he didn't realize that when you created a PayPal account, it'll give your full name unless you link it to something else to change the login name, you see? So, be careful.
So it does give you your personal information.
Your full name. In fact, what I'd probably
it does not give you your personal information. By the way, like I just said, he read off the person's name.
A Twitch login or something like that. But just be careful about it, okay?
Be careful with giving me money because I'll accidentally dox you guys.
Please, today, if you could tip me, if you're going to support the Phoenix Rising stream, and if you want to help me out a lot, please tip me today. The sooner the better. It would help tremendously if you could tip me. All right? Thank you very much in advance. All right. Let's move on.
Thank you very much for giving me all your money.
I have 2 news stories to talk about today.
Oh, God. What bullshit is going to be talking about now?
Many people might know who Platinum Games is, the company that has made many games over the years, including the Bayonetta series, Vanquish, among other things. I'm trying to remember what their most recent one was. It was good, but I can't remember. I remember it was something different. And it's eluding me right now. What was Platinum Games' most recent game? Do you guys remember? Did I play it? I can't remember what I played.
Was it Astral Chain?
That's what it was. It was Astral Chain. Thank you, Knows Nobody, because I didn't play Astral Chain. Astral Chain was a game from 2019, so like late summer.
Which was a good game until you got to the Astral part. The Chain part, great. Astral part,
a lot of people over the months were asking me to play it. I never got around to it.
Because there's waifus.
But anyway, the reason that they're in the news is because the 2 heads of the studio were interviewed, and it was a hilarious interview because the guys are like, "Oh my God," they're like, "Guys, please stop asking us about Bayonetta. They're like, listen, we're working on a lot of stuff right now. In fact, the next game we think you guys are really going to like.
Yeah, I didn't play.
It's
Like,
gonna
you
be a
refuse to
smaller
play because there's
studio game,
waifus.
Maybe even feel more like an indie game than anything else. But we really think you guys are going to like what we've got up our sleeve for you. And, you know, we'll have more news about that soon. But they basically said, please stop asking about Bayonetta. They're like, everyone constantly is asking us about Bayonetta 3, and we're working on it. But when we're ready to have an update, we'll tell you. Basically, like, constantly hounding us about this is not going to have us give you more information more quickly. You know, it's kind of, I guess, basically, they're just annoyed. You know, they're working on other games, too, and it's like, all anyone wants to talk about is Bayonetta.
If you played Code Vein, another great game. Astral Chain was a good game.
Content creators, sometimes I get hounded.
Code Vein was a great game.
Rather than being allowed to do a variety of stuff that I like. So
there's so many great games that you skipped on because
yeah, right. I totally
waifu, multiplayer,
so
too hard.
Is, we got an update. They are still working on it. But they have no real update to give us yet, so just chill. And I'm okay with that. So by the way, reminder that the Bayonetta series is basically a Nintendo property, and this next Bayonetta would be on the Switch. And if you remember, the last Bayonetta 2 was on Wii U, and even though it was, I said it was a decent game, I didn't really like it as much as the first Bayonetta. I thought the first Bayonetta, it felt like something more refreshing, while Bayonetta 2 just kind of felt like more of the same. Didn't feel as good, in my opinion. But Bayonetta 3, you know, will be on the Switch, so probably will sell a ton. It seems like all these kind of exclusive games on the Switch are selling like ridiculously.
The thigh highs, baby.
While the Wii U didn't, because the Wii U didn't sell as well as the console.
Guy. I'm a man of culture. I'm a thigh guy. All right.
Okay, I have another news story. This next news story is...
Are you trying to kill him, Lee?
Virtual reality.
He won't be able to take a break during that stream, dude.
You know, since the launch of things like the HTC Vive, the Oculus Rift, and the PlayStation VR, there have been a few games every once in a while, like, what was the one? Half-Life Alyx or whatever was basically the game that everyone
HTC Vive.
For VR. It's the
oh shit, I haven't set up my Vive yet.
But I'll say, you don't hear about VR that much.
You do if you look for it.
Was filed. And the patent is kind of interesting. Listen to this. So, VR, but while you're in VR, you could have a viewing audience, i.e. via live streaming, that screws with you. Like, there's an interactive component to it, where people can actually manipulate the environment and do stuff in the VR game based on them watching you live and basically kind of messing with you. Okay? Now, I can see this. Being that I'm an interactive live streamer, I can definitely see this going some different ways. I can see this going completely horribly and seeing a ton of trolling and seeing a ton of horrible
Not
things.
the trolling, not the trolling.
Design, right? It could be that maybe certain games don't allow a certain game on Twitch because Twitch wanted me to check out their new interactive stuff. Okay? That Twitch had just instituted, what do they call them? I don't even remember what they call them anymore because I haven't used them in so way. It's like a plugin where you guys, as you're watching a stream, things pop up on your screen and you can click on it to interact with my stream directly. Okay? And in Choice Chamber, I was actually...
It's a business expense that he still owns it, Oathkeeper.
This new technology. Basically, you guys were able to mess with me when I was playing this game. You were able to determine what weapon I would use. You were able to determine the enemies that I would fight. Kind of stuff like that. And I think at one point, like, you nerfed the jump and stuff that I was doing. That made it much tougher. So, the first time I played this, it was interesting because people were messing around with it and trying to figure out how it worked. But then the second time that I played it, which was the last time I did it, it became 100% trolling. Like, people figured out, oh, this is the weapon. That's the weapon we got to give Phil. Oh, this is the power-up that really screws him over because he can't jump or whatever. Give him that one. So, essentially, the game became insanely difficult because people just constantly trolled with the choices that they made. And it basically made the game impossible to progress in. And I played it for about, I think it was like an hour or 2 hours. I had this time slot where I was doing this. And after that, I basically never used the technology again. Like, I'm sure there's games out there that use it, but nothing mainstream. Like, not a single mainstream game has used this interactive technology on Twitch at all. Apparently, game developers just don't feel that it's worth their time to try to plug in that kind of interactivity to a Twitch stream.
It skipped.
I don't know why. At the time, I remember thinking, this could be interesting and revolutionary. Imagine if I'm playing
Dead Nation uses it.
and while I'm playing it,
You can do streamer
there's
mode
interactive
where
stuff on the
people
screen you
can
guys do
vote to
see my
with you.
stats. Like everyone always asks, what's your kill death ratio? How you doing? Imagine if it was all on your screens while you were watching the stream. Anytime you could click and see that data, right? Or imagine if I'm in an actual games and there's ways that you can interact with the game.
Talking out his ass
Brio,
like usual.
where you can actually toss me power-ups and stuff. Like, I was like, dude, this is like huge potential. And then guess what happened? Nothing. These Twitch extensions really don't do much. For what I'm to understand,
Filippos, how you
most
doing?
of them are pretty inefficient at doing anything. And the ones that do work, sometimes they crash a lot. And then, on top of that, yeah, a lot of them are very abusive, where it just basically hinders the gameplay. You know, you would think, oh, it's supposed to be an interactive, fun gameplay experience. It ends up just being kind of abusive and annoying. So you can't even progress in the game or whatever, which is like, oh, well, what kind of
And mess with me, Reee. So it's bad. Dead Nation is a great game. I got platinum in that on the PS3.
By how these VR, you know, developers are thinking they're going to do anything different from what's already been done. Like, what kind of games are they going to try to pump out for VR technology that would need an interactive medium? You know, VR itself is very different from normal gaming. It's all in first person, and it makes you feel like you're there. All right, but
it is amazing.
The gimmick wore out to about a month and a half of me having the PSVR, where the gimmick kind of wore out. I just didn't really care about it anymore.
Because you're a fat, lazy piece of shit.
And just to be completely honest with all of you, it made me sick to my stomach with certain games. The headset constantly made my neck feel sore, and also the sweat. You know, wearing that on your head builds up.
I don't sweat while playing VR, and I've never noticed the light weight of the VR headset make my neck hurt. How weak are you?
Not necessarily the games, you see, but if there could be some unique VR games where you guys can interact and make a unique experience, that would be pretty cool. Because people always said, Phil, are you ever going to play PSVR again? To what I always answer,
I've tried that, Alex, and it's too weird. I'm like, okay, this is too weird. I'm done.
But if they actually made games that had interactivity like that, where my stream viewers could directly interact with me during the game,
but only allowed to give me bonuses and boosts?
Depending on the type of game, and if it was not just all trolling activities, but it was actually allowing people to maybe like help me or have some,
hold your hand.
Imagine if you're in a game, and it's a puzzle game, and it's a first-person puzzle game, you're stuck in a maze. But people are able to send you hints or give you little clues.
They're able to do that anyways, as long as they attach
really sweet,
money to it.
Right? I think that would be amazing. So, this news intrigues me, but at the same time...
Exactly, it's Chet's like, of course he wants to help.
Nothing's even made.
Hint, hint, guys, help him.
So let's
3D hand-holding.
All right, moving forward. Okay, the last news story I have for you, and then we're going to get to shout-outs, is about... Yes, all that crazy trading going on Wall Street this week with GameStop stocks as well as other stocks, where people on a Reddit forum basically wanted to overinflate.
Yeah, that's what chat is for, exactly.
That basically don't really have that value in them. Like GameStop, a company that for the last few years has done absolutely horribly. No one's buying physical games at GameStop anymore because everything's digital, especially with the pandemic. But they blew up the price of the stock and made millions upon millions of dollars doing it. Yesterday, we talked about how the big guys in charge of money decided they didn't like that. Oh my God, the little guy is taking money from the big guy? Oh, fuck that. So they shut down trading of these stocks for the common person. They still allowed people who own the giant hedge funds, i.e. multimillionaires and billionaires, to trade these stocks. But they
the
would
frag
not
of
allow
Wall
the common
Street.
person to continue to trade them. It was fucked up. They shut this down. And by the way, this wasn't just one business.
Yeah, he bought a PS5 with a disc drive, which is $100 more, but never plays physical games.
Basically,
and what was the point?
If you're a common user, you can't trade these anymore. You can sell, but you cannot buy. Meaning they couldn't drive the price up of these stocks anymore. But if you're a major guy, you can still do it. If you're a big wig, a big rich dude, okay, it's fucked up and it's blatant prejudice. Should be illegal. It's unclear if it is illegal or not. What happened? So yesterday, the reason I'm bringing this up is because yesterday the co-founder of Robinhood. This is one of the apps that just the name of it, Robinhood. The premise of Robinhood, when it was created in 2016, was that this company was supposed to open up trading to the masses in a big way.
Space Cat's coming, Gears.
Minimal fees, I think that they actually were allowing you to trade like half stocks and stuff, some crazy stuff. That was basically revolutionary. What they wanted to do is they wanted to make it so the common person can afford to trade in the stock market. There was no longer a giant barrier.
Of course, Matt. You can't leave the house.
To be able to do investing. Okay? Robinhood. Anyone know who...
Oh, now what? God damn it. Really?
The character of Robin Hood, the classic story of the
Yes, we all know who Robinhood
saw
is.
The government was corrupt in England. He became basically a vigilante. He got a band of people he called the Merry Men, who really, I guess today you would consider them terrorists, but back then they were considered rebels against the government. And they would go around, basically, shutting down the police forces, military forces, the sheriff of Nottingham, from being able to do what they do, collecting taxes from the people which were deemed unfair. So essentially, Robinhood robbed from the rich and gave to the poor. He would steal from the rich who were overtaxing everyone and give the wealth back to the people who were being robbed by the wealthy. That's the name of the company. All right? Robinhood. The premise is more money for the poor, not for the rich. But Robinhood shuts down trades on GameStop, and I think it was like 13 other different stocks that were all in the same situation, where people were trying to overvalue them in order to make money and basically screw over the big hedge fund guys who were rich.
Those poor billionaires.
People didn't like that. And I'm not just talking the normal person who was trading.
Yeah, Space Cat's coming back, Rob Allen.
All around the world didn't like this. People from different walks of life who hate each other. For example, senators on both sides of the aisle in the United States, from Republican and Democrat,
I see what you did there, Lee.
decried, this is
She's very much a
happening.
vixen.
Elon Musk, the most rich man in the world, came out against it and said, this is ridiculous. I'm filthy rich, and I think this is fucked up. This should not be happening. Pretty crazy.
That's because the hedge fund once short sold his stock.
Class came out against this and said,
we're men in tights. Hey, tights. Don't get us wrong, or else we'll knock out your lights.
Okay. So all this being said,
yes, the best Robin Hood movie is Men in Tights.
All right, of Robin Hood, his name's Vlad. What a name. Was interviewed by several different news outlets, and I saw some of the interviews yesterday.
Like, no one's ever heard of Robin Hood before.
But
there's never been a movie or TV show or anything.
By, I want to say it was CNBC, Chris Cuomo. He's the brother of New York. Is he Governor Cuomo? He is, right? Governor Cuomo of New York. So he's his brother, and he's a newscaster on this channel. He completely fucking eviscerated him. In 9 minutes, he made this guy who's a co-founder of a company that's a major investment deal.
I have not. I don't.
He made him look.
I'm a Star Wars guy, not a Star Trek guy.
I don't know if I've ever quite seen an interview like this before, where someone was so basically outplayed, because essentially this guy Vlad is on the show and he's saying, well, the reason that we had to shut down the app is because there's all these different trading requirements. There's certain deposits that need to be made, and there's other things that have to happen with SEC regulations, and we have to abide by them, and we just couldn't do it with the rate of trades that were happening, so we had to freeze the trades. And Chris Cuomo's like, Vlad, he goes, I used to deal with investments all the time. I know what you're talking about. He said, my common viewer is not going to understand what you're saying, because I know why you're doing it. It's because you don't want basically the normal person to understand what you're saying. He's like,
oh, that's pretty funny.
I'm going to break it down for you, because you're the major CEO of this company, and you're going to need help. He goes, here's the deal. Right now, everyone thinks you're basically a scumbag. He didn't call him a scumbag on TV, but essentially that's what he said. He's like, everyone thinks that you're basically doing dirty stuff. We know that a major investor in your firm, Robinhood, is a hedge fund company. We know that they lost millions of dollars because these unlikely stocks were growing in value. And we know that it's likely they put pressure on you, whether you say they did or not, because you're saying they didn't. It's basically like a situation where we kind of it looks really bad for you. It looks like big boy who finances your company called you and said, hey, I'm losing money, shut it down. All right? And regardless of what you say, that you say it's not true, you've provided zero evidence to the contrary. He goes, number one, you say you had to shut down the trades because you didn't have enough money for deposits or whatever. He says, but earlier today on other stations, you said it wasn't a liquidity.
Of course, he's talking about nothing.
You said it wasn't.
He knows nothing, so of course he's talking about something he doesn't know about.
You already denied that, even though now you're repeating it tonight. You've already denied that that's the reason. And he says, as for the SEC,
yes, they do, Brother X.
I don't know, that's the Securities and Exchange Commission. That is the governing body for Wall Street. Basically, make sure that people don't do underhanded things. He says the SEC has not stepped up and said that they've detected any illegal activities in any of this trading with the GameStop stock or any of these other stocks. If they did, that would have been one thing. The SEC would have said, okay, freeze the trades. They didn't do that. You personally did. You and your company did. The SEC didn't contact.
Probably looking at his whiteboard with all of his stuff on there written down, so he doesn't forget it.
Bullshit. That, you know, you're 9 minutes here. You said the same things and went in a circle. You didn't give any new information. And he basically says, I'm going to give you some free advice. If you want to stay in business, you have to have an actual professional come out in the next couple days and explain why you did what you did and actually give
money. Duh, everyone knows that.
Because if not, you look like a villain and you're basically screwed. He didn't say, I'm paraphrasing.
There's already a class action lawsuit filed against him, but because of their TOS, pretty much being a cover your ass TOS, probably won't go anywhere, sadly.
Want to watch. Oh my god. So anyway, it was pretty entertaining. All right. So.
How would you know this? You don't watch
This thing
TV.
will be resolved.
You're too busy to watch
Obviously,
TV.
But it's the hot topic. Everyone's fucking talking about this recently. There's craziness going on. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let us get to shout-outs. Now, just again, since this is, you know, a lengthy pre-stream, I will say this.
Hour
again.
and 15 minutes.
Guys,
We're just
today,
now getting
I'm
the
really gonna help
shout-outs.
with tips, and basically for the next week or two, I'm really going to need your support with tips because I am completely strapped for cash. If you support my streams,
How?
you like them, and you want to...
You got rid of your credit cards, and
All right?
you got rid of mid-first
So I
bank
appreciate
payments.
you. A lot of cheers came in already.
According to
I
you, that was
appreciate that.
$5,000 a month.
Help with tips right now.
According to you, that was $5,000 a month you were paying in credit cards and mid-first bank that you no longer pay. So where did all that money go?
Why are sometimes the food
And again, it was
establishments I've
$562.
never been majorly ripped off by a food establishment. Essentially, number one, if you go to a fast food
$562
you never really know
for his quarterly state taxes.
Times. A lot of these places
How is he
take your
broke?
bag to say it's for safety, and then you come home and your fucking food's wrong. What's really annoying right now is because of the pandemic, when you order out for food and it gets delivered.
I'm working 6 to 2 on Saturday and Sunday, so I'm not sure yet, but I might be doing some more Divinity 2.
They're not going to correct your order. It's too late for that. The food's there. This has happened. I'm not even kidding. This happens about, I say 30 to 40% of the time when Kat and I order out for food, the order's wrong. Just this last week, I ordered something for Kat and it wasn't right. I'm like, it pisses me off. I'm trying to, I want my wife to have a nice meal. I want to get what we actually fucking ordered. But that's pretty much.
Here he is talking about more ordering food.
Again, I said I think the chat would be to the nines if you would hit the tips goal every day if you ate lunch on stream. Turn the camera on and do a mukbang. That's disgusting. No, I'm not doing that. Golden Cold Shoot again. He said,
You don't know what a mukbang is.
I bought a bag of Doritos 3D. They're just like the snack bugles with empty air in them. If you've ever had those, what's the best Frito-Lay bag snack? I don't think they're like bugles. What it is basically it's like a puffed thing. It's completely full of air.
Yeah, why don't you cook her meal instead of ordering? But holy shit, he doesn't know what a mukbang
Is
is.
because they're so full of air, but they're very thin.
Although, what's the difference between a mukbang and me just being a fat piece of shit and stuffing my face? I don't know.
Doritos 3D, half of them are broken already. And also, they just make a mess. When you try to eat one of those things, it completely breaks into a million little pieces, goes everywhere. It crumbs everywhere. I mean, I'd much rather eat a regular Dorito than a fucking Doritos 3D. I don't get the gimmick of a puffed tortilla chip. It's stupid. Oh my god, that's
Right to the microphone.
disgusting.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, Rob is here today. What's up, Rob? Good to see you. He's tipped me $30 to get the day started. Thank you very much, Rob. I appreciate that. And by the way, he did that, I think, before I had even mentioned my situation where I need support with tips. So thank you very much, Rob, for that. I appreciate that very much. Rob says the following. Will IOI, meaning IO Interactive, this is the company that makes Hitman 3 currently, will they have their own, when they're going their own way with 007, I hope that they cast an up-and-coming voice actor for him, not go with some big-name guy. Super excited for Immortals tonight. Yes, I would say, I agree with you. Like, I think everyone's excited that they're going to make an original 007 Bond game. That's going to be an original thing. It's not going to be a movie tie-in. It's not going to be a classic Bond story. It's supposedly going to be an original Bond character made just for the game. They're even talking about if the game does well, they might make a trilogy of games. I'm excited for that. That sounds good to me. But I don't want it to be fucking Nolan North or Troy Baker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're right. If you're going to go with something original, you should go totally original. You should completely make it original and not, we're going to just cast the same fucking people we've heard a million times.
Make James Bond played by Mr. Bean.
Listen, not
Yes.
Troy Baker, Nolan North. You know what I'm saying?
Mr.
They're
Bean
great voice actors.
is
I absolutely enjoy
007.
They're top-notch talents. But I don't want to have the same people be every character in every game.
Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean for 007.
Okay? So, hopefully, it'll be something original and fun. Okay. And by the way, some people are making a point here. They're like, "Are you aware there's going to be a Bond that's a black woman?" I think I did read a story about that they actually are going to do that, and I'm okay with that. Even though Bond was always traditionally a man, it doesn't have to be. The character always changes. You might as well, you can change the gender, you can change anything about it. Right?
Yeah, they're going with that 007 and James Bond is a code name.
Thank you, Rob, for
to help explain, like, why is there like 8 different James Bonds? Well, because James Bond's 007 is a code name, it's not their name.
This was actually the first cheer during the stream. And he says, I noticed some very long-time regulars have stopped contributing, like PW Dubs, whereas others become generous. Why do you think some become more and others less supportive? I have no idea. There's absolutely no way that I can gauge that. And here's why. All right, I'm going to be very honest with all of you. I don't know who a lot of the contributors are. All right, so I'll give you an example here, right? Rob just tipped. So I know that's Rob, right? That was Rob that tipped me. But if you tip in a different name, I don't know who that is.
Yes, you do.
You know what I mean?
Because you've bitched about it before.
Tipping.
You've thrown a fit.
I don't know.
Wait a minute. This isn't the real Planet Jeff. This is a different name. Ack. By the way, guys, I don't see anything.
That there's people
like,
who have past and don't contribute at all.
If you don't see anything, then how do you know that's not the real Planet Jeff?
They just contribute via other means, and I don't know it.
Dun.
There's no way to gauge that. And by the way, there's no reason to worry about that. As long as overall I'm making enough to run a business and make a living, I don't care. You know, listen, some people, maybe they really like a playthrough I'm doing. Oh my God, this is one of the best playthroughs I've ever seen Phil do. I want to support it. And they come support that stream, but then they don't support it anymore after that. That's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not someone who's going to question that, and I'm certainly not someone who basically is going to sit here and be critical of that. That's not my business. Okay, it's not my business what people do with their money. It's also not my business why someone would contribute and not contribute again. You know, I don't worry about that shit.
Yes, you do. You cry all the time when they don't give you even more money. It's all you do.
Let's see here. Snow Carl cheered. Now, this is weird. He says, if Immortals gets high monetary contributions today, but there's trolls in chat whining about that they're bored with the game, will it still stay in rotation? Maybe trolls will try to sabotage the games to get support. Number one, Immortals is not at any risk of being taken out of rotation at all. It's not. What we're doing today is we're testing the waters as a daytime stream to see how it does.
Yeah, someone must be in James Bond.
That is not remove it from rotation. All right. And even though
no, he needs money for 5-star gold Andre the Giant.
The stream that I'll play a game. Money is not the dictating factor.
Yes, it is.
Neither
it's
is.
literally the only factor.
People who are complaining and saying they're bored with it.
There could be 10 people sitting there in chat insulting him, but if they're attaching tips while insulting him,
so boring. Call of Duty,
he'll play forever.
Boring. Dude, Phil is still playing old school Street Fighter. Boring. Dark Souls again. Phil played Dark Souls 400 times. Boring. You know what I mean? Like, they just say it for every game. So when you get to that point where everyone, or I don't say everyone, so stop that. It's definitely not everyone. It's a very small group of annoying people. But when you get to the point where we're so annoying like that, you know, it just becomes white noise. And I think that people don't realize that is the more that they try to do it to troll me, the less effective it is. Because if everyone
no one said Call of Duty or Dark Souls streams were boring.
Complaining,
they said you're boring, but not the streams.
You know what I mean? So no, that's not going to be some kind of a factor here.
And we're going on an hour and 20 minutes, still no gameplay.
There's a consensus. There's a difference between, okay, there's 5 people on the stream who are just whining constantly, but there's a good amount of people who are engaging, talking with me, and we're having a good time on the stream. Compare that with, okay, everyone is bored, no one's engaged, no one's talking with me, people are ignoring the stream, there's no contributions. It's a very different situation, you understand? Okay, Frankie Beans 80 has resubscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you very much, Frankie Beans, for 2 months of support. Liza for Soul has done a 100-bit cheer to be the big top cheer right now. He says, good morning, Dad. I'm not your father, and I'm going to tell you to stop saying that immediately. It's not funny.
It's very funny, Daddy.
It's very disturbing.
Everyone call him Daddy.
Stop. He cheered again. He says, when you eat Cheerios, how many O's do you scoop up before you eat it? Well, I always count specifically. I have to have at least, at the very least, there must be at least 4 to 5 Cheerios in the spoon. But that's usually for when there's not many left in the bowl. You know, a normal heaping scoop of Cheerios, you could have a dozen or more Cheerios in one scoop. And that's absolutely delicious. Now,
don't call me Daddy. Obviously, everyone in the chat is me like, Daddy, 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 Daddy.
But there you go. I gave you an actual...
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Stop calling
Snowcrawl
me
choose. I have a great idea. Have you
daddy.
considered asking Kat to choose her favorite all-time DSP clips for the retrospective? She used to watch some of your stuff. Maybe a way to engage her.
No.
I mean, I could. That would be up to her.
My
but
wife
I
isn't a
never
part of
thought
this.
about that. Guitar Player 1939 has tipped me $4.20. Thank you, Guitar Player. He says, I think you should make a law saying you can't charge $60 for a game after a year. Code Vein is $60 on Steam. They're still charging $60 for that thing?
Not
I
a
wouldn't have paid
chance. Let me get
$60
to
for that
Steam
game
real
a week after
quick.
it came out. And they're charging $60 for it a year and a half later. Holy shit. Well, don't pay that much. That's preposterous.
Holy shit, they
Angelo
are.
Bestia is here today, and cheers. In the future, can you make a viewer's choice event for PS2 games only? Those available on PS Store or ones that you may be already own. I want to see you play Devil May Cry 2 before I die. Maybe. See, here's the thing, Angelo Bestia.
Shut the fuck
I
up
had
and give
this
me money.
idea earlier in the month, and I said maybe for the upcoming viewer's choice.
It is
You can have some
$60
qualifying
on Steam.
The qualifying
How?
criteria would be as follows. This is the retro viewer's choice, where you guys choose a game I've already played before the year of 2016. So we're talking a playthrough that's 5 or more years old. And the reason that I thought this
That's
would be
crazy.
I was like, well, if we do this, this will give people an opportunity to pick playthroughs that maybe they particularly didn't think were so great the first time around when I did them. And
Yeah, sure, let me check on
you'll be able to
PlayStation.
see better visuals. All right, you'll be able to see all kinds of stuff that'll just be much better than the first time around. Better audio quality, interaction with the stream, right? And people already were coming up with good ideas. Oh, Metal Gear Solid again would be really good. Maybe Chrono Trigger again would be really good. I was like, oh, this is great. Then within one day of me talking about it, here come the negative people. Oh no, we just want open nominations. I don't think this is gonna work. Why would you play an old game again? You know,
Because you're a
I'm trying to do
bitch.
something different. Everyone says, Phil, stuff's too stale.
That's
Stuff's
doing
too
everything he
stale,
can to
it's too
stop from
different.
playing
Oh, I hate
Divinity
that idea.
2.
Not
Just
even
play Divinity
no
2.
Open-minded at all. No, nothing open-minded. You know. Oh my god. Anyway, that being said, I like your idea actually. I do like your idea. So I would consider it. What I'm considering is if we're going to do viewer's choice in the future, that we do qualifying criteria for it, rather than just it being open viewer's choice. Because I think what we really need is we need to narrow it down. Without it being narrowed down,
$60.
it's just too much.
How?
What ends up happening is 50 people
PlayStation
nominate
4,
games,
Code Vein,
but every game
$60.
gets nominated only twice. And therefore, it's very
The
hard to
hell's
figure out
going
what
on?
people want to see. Versus if we narrow down the selections, now you may see more common games get nominated, and it may be easier to narrow down what people want to see. Okay,
That is weird.
so that's my take. You could disagree, and that's okay if you disagree. But I am more interested in future viewers' choice events doing more narrowed focus. Lies vs. Soul cheers at over-exaggerated side.
Ooh, remasters and retro.
Yes, I know. But the good news is,
Sort A through
it's
Z.
nowhere near as bad as it was. It's just I need to get getting paid. I need to get paid in the middle of February. So
I can play Double Dragon on my
Fight.
Switch, so
But
don't
outside of
care.
that, everything's better, much better than it used to be. That's for sure. Lies vs. Soul did a 200.
Already got Galaga, already got Dig Dug.
Still cheer you on, even though I
Already got
prefer- I
Pac-Man.
just give you my tips. I don't know what you're talking about. This isn't even English. They needed a 300-bit.
WWE Champions.
I'm as low.
Suddenly
I'm
can't
not even
read.
gonna read the rest of that. I'm not even gonna read the rest of that. It's bullshit. Okay.
I love it. As soon as it
By the way,
references WWE Champions, suddenly he can't read anymore.
Angelo Bestia just cheered and said, "Did you know someone has written a 5-chapter, 5,000-word fan fiction about you?" Probably there's more than that. I would go as far to say I believe there's even more than that. So, I'm not shocked, no. Lies vs. Soul cheered. He says, "Can we watch the intro of Dynasty Warriors you did back in the day? Maybe get a pre-stream remix of that as well." We could watch it. It's very
Already
generalized.
got Gauntlet
racial
Slayer
comment.
Edition.
I don't feel there's anything super offensive in that. I think I was trying to be funny.
God, a lot of these games already have.
Today, but back then it was something different. That's the thing with these retrospective events. We get to see how stuff used to be before everything became so ridiculously PC, right? And then Lies for Soul cheered again and said, "I'm your biggest fan." Well, thank you for all the cheers recently, Lies for Soul. You indeed are the biggest cheer of the week, and I appreciate that. Locked in the
I thought Baldur's Gate 3
cheers.
was already
You ever tried
out.
Voice acting for games. I think if you get burps under control, you could do it.
Yeah, he's
No, the
definitely
thing is, I'm
trying not to
actually
play
trying
it.
to
Which is
audition
crazy, because it's a really good
or get
game.
Like drunken or gassy character in a game. That's what I'm going for. Eternal Napalm Cheery says, "A group of people saw an opportunity to directly compete with hedge funds in the free and open market, and they ran circles around them. The blocking of trading is totally illegal, and the CEO of Robinhood should be shitting his pants." Alrighty then. Don't worry, I'm absolutely sure lawmakers and the SEC are going to get involved. Locked in the Closet cheered again and says,
Turn that
"Made it
off.
clear money is the dictating factor with Call of Duty and Phoenix. No, I did not. Because here's the truth.
You just said number 3 was
I've
money.
already been dead if that were the case. Call of Duty, the last
Yeah, I saw Control's gonna be free on the PlayStation Network next month. So I'll make sure to grab that.
For contributions. And I've said as much. And I'm still playing it. Are you kidding me? Yakuza 7? You're out of your mind. Yakuza 7 did not get overwhelming support at all during the entirety of the playthrough. And that playthrough's over 80 hours long and still continuing. Last night I made $20 playing it. And I'm still playing it. So...
It's an app on your... God damn it. I hate that.
That was a really stupid thing you just said.
Robinhood's an app where you're supposed to be able to trade stock.
Stay positive. Awesome. Thank you,
But they mess with
very
everything.
much for a $20 tip. That is much appreciated. And now we're up to $54 in tips, which means when we actually start with the stream, I'll be wearing the Gunner glasses already. This is great headway, and I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, shout-outs. Thank you to the top cheerers of the week. In 10th place, Ninstar Rune. In 9th place, Golden Colts. 8th place is Local Nomad. 7th place...
Notice how he doesn't mention how much they actually gave.
5th place, Angelo Bestia. 4th place, Savage
No problem, Libra.
3rd place, Shirtless Mofo.
I was saying, normally it
Second
works,
place,
but they've been messing
Rob
with
on
it to
Wheels, and
stop
4th place,
the
Lice for Soul.
sales of
I appreciate that
GameStop
very much,
and
everyone.
Nokia.
Also, thank you to those of you who... Oh, God. Thank you to those of you, I misclicked, who've gifted subs to the channel this week. I appreciate that as well. As follows, thank you to Shell Ryukin, Big D's, 672, and Spawn Killer. Well, actually, Shell Ryukin, Big D's, and 672 each gifted a single sub to the channel. Spawn Killer gifted 2 subs. Thank you guys very much for the support. I really appreciate that.
You need PlayStation Plus to have
Let's see
online
here.
functions
Jack
on a
Seabass here says,
PlayStation,
"How come
so
Ronald
that's probably why he
McDonald's not part
has
of
it.
advertising anymore. What happened to him? I miss Grimace. Honestly, I don't know. I'm sure the reasoning was probably he wasn't with the times anymore. He was very outdated or something. That would probably be their reasoning.
Oh, the Hamburglar and Grimace and all that.
But I don't have specifically know exactly what happened. Eternal Napalm Cheers said the stream needs a zoom in no. Well, really, there was nothing to say no to, so. Okay. Let's see here. And then this guy locked in the closet insulted me outright. What a shock that he insults me first and says that it's all about money, which is not. And then he insults me personally, my looks. You know, insulting someone.
It's all about the money. If there's no money attached, you quit the game.
It's pretty much the.
That's why we say you wage quit games.
Looks, I would probably be like self-grooming every day, putting on makeup, putting shit in my hair constantly. I don't care. I'm a normal guy like you. I'm not gonna get fucking dressed up for the stream and wear a fucking suit. All right.
You show up in pajamas after not showering for an entire week.
Thank you. So far,
you're gross.
For the support on the stream.
Get over it.
I'm going to take a break to use the restroom. All right?
Bathroom break.
Immortals Phoenix Rising. And I appreciate your support. I just belched disgusting.
Burp.
Lives for Soldiers did 100-bit cheers. I would never insult you, let alone your looks. You're handsome. Thanks a lot. I don't believe that. See, I'm the kind of person, I seriously don't believe that, but I'm happy my wife does. That's all I care about. My wife thinks I'm attractive. That's
no, she doesn't.
Maybe she's crazy, but, hey, she loves me. I love her. That's all that matters. I don't care about how I think about my own self-image because I got someone who loves me, for the rest of my life, and I'm happy with that. So, all right. Let us now go on a break. I'll be back in a few minutes with Immortals Phoenix Rising. Again,
hour and a half, and he still hasn't played the game.
I appreciate that. I'll see you guys after the break for some gameplay. All right, guys. Thank you.
I'm sure she does because she has a real job and she goes out into public on a routine basis.
Welcome to my very first playthrough of a game that is a racing game. That's right, a driving style racing game. I never play them, but this one looked unique enough for me to give it a go. So we are going to begin MotorStorm.
I'll lower it. WWE Champions time. Gotta play it. Will this be the Elvis death? Terrible. Like, streamer not found until 8 days later when his estranged wife finally decided to check in on him after not receiving her "shut the fuck up and don't tell the detractors anything" payment. As I need to throw my laundry in the dryer, eat something for lunch. I need to work more on my computer. I need to get something on my computer besides Diablo 2. I need to get my Steam set up, my VR. Yeah. Like, I love having a new computer, but man, there's so much to redo and set up. So annoying. But with this setup, next time I upgrade anything, I'll be like, well, I'll put another 64 gigs of RAM. Or I'll just take the side of the case off, plug that in. Yeah, except for the RAM, which I might... I mean, I got 64 gigs of RAM. Do I really need more? But I might upgrade in the future. And then if the price of the video cards ever go down and are, you know, $1,600 for a 3070, maybe I'll get one of those, but... Very happy with what I got. The GeForce, not NVIDIA. The Radeon card I got is equal to a 2070, so... Big upgrade from my 980 Ti Lightning that I had. $54 for Andre the Giant. MidFirst Bank is known for being aggressive, so yeah, I'm kind of wondering where the hell are they at. Because they are known for being aggressive. They are known for bending a single mother with 3 kids over a barrel and showing her all 50 states because she missed a payment. So where the hell are they? Exactly, they spy up so quickly. That's why I settled for the 5700 RX, I think it's called, which is equal to a 2070. So man, I really wanted to get a 3070 at minimum, but I'm not paying $1,600 for it. Yeah, it's COVID slowing everything down. Well, I think part of that Libra is that people are stuck at home, so it's like, I guess I'll finally start playing games. I've always wanted to play games. Never had the time for it, but now I'm stuck at home. So then obviously consoles go up, games go up, PC stuff goes up because more people are at home to play games. I say one thing I'm loving about my new PC is how quick everything is. Like, I'm so used to my old one, though. You hit the buttons, like, alright, I'll go get dinner ready or something while that boots up. Now I was like, bloop, bloop, hey, alright, we're ready to go. Like, I just turned you on like 30 seconds ago. Shit, calm down. In my state, they actually push back, like, because normally it's like, oh, you turn another year older next month? We got to renew your registration and license and all that. They've said, like, we'll give you a year. So you can drive around on old registration for a year before they bust you. My specs are 64 gigs of RAM, a 5700 RX, which is equal to a 2070, 3.9 gigahertz 8-core processor from NVIDIA, with a very pretty RGB cooling unit with water cooling, an M2 hard drive for Windows, SSD for games, and a regular HDD for movies, TV shows, music, pictures, so forth. I'm loving it. I am loving it a lot. Unless I buy one every 6 years, I may as well dump the money in for it. Yeah, here it is. AMD Ryzen 7 3800X 8-core processor. 64 gigs of RAM. God damn. With Windows 10 Home. Oh, hey. Activate Windows. Because one of the things they had to do was, install a new Windows thing because it, like, whatever I did, I I don't know what I did, but I did something. Okay, what the hell? Why won't it let me have both screens up at the same time? Aha, I have a solution. Take a picture.
I don't know where to go here. I'm gonna do this. Go straight. What is this? Right.
Alright, let's type this product. Hey. The fuck?
What is this? Right.
Oh, 3.
I don't know where to go here. I'm gonna do this. Go straight. What is this? Right. What is this? Go straight. What is this? Right. Rock, go straight. Foot, go straight.
Okay, so why is it not... So what the hell is it doing? Why is it not letting me do this? I can't use a zip. Well, but it's showing me my... No, what? I give up. So don't let me activate it. Right, whatever. Fuck it. I don't care. Fuck off. Annoying me anyways. So I'm pretty sure that's something you can get on eBay, whatever, for like $5 for a product key. God, I mean, it's like just having a new computer. It's like, oh, I forgot to get Discord until Red Loop reminded me on Twitter. And it's like trying to set up Vegas Pro 14, and it's like, where the hell is it saving the file I just rendered? Crap, now I gotta spend like 10 minutes trying to figure out where it sent the file to. Very bugged, dude.
2016. To make that clear. The shotgun is ridiculously overpowered. Such a noob gun too. Noobs with shotguns.
Yeah, but I had to have Windows 10 to get virtual PC stuff like that for VR.
Noobs with shotguns. Another shotgun dead.
Uh-oh. Why do I keep crashing? Okay, what the hell's going on? Okay, is it just me or what? Because I can see his chat moving. Well, that's weird because I can see his chat moving, but I can't see his actual screen. I have not. Well, this is weird. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll be ending the stream anyway because I got to finish my laundry, do lunch, get my Vive set up so I can do VR. I wonder why they hate me so much. Let's see if I can't refresh. And does not want to refresh. The hell is going on? Alright, it's back.
What is this? What is this? Go straight.
It died a little bit, but I think it was on my end, Slevin. How you doing, Slevin? Using Chrome. Because I gotta use the incognito mode because I'm banned from his chat. So I can't see his chat if I try to do it on regular Chrome. You have to use incognito mode so I can still see his chat. And Soviet Russia, bot runs you. Known DSP, I think, for a couple years now. Might actually be going on 3 years. Because I think I was looking at the Keemstar, watched it down the rabbit hole on him or someone else, whoever it was I was looking after, and then saw the down the rabbit hole video about DSP. Watched him like, there's no way this is real. Turns out it was. Everything's going great for now. At least with my computer. My internet seems to be doing something weird, but I don't know if it's Twitch or what. Never a fan.
Alright guys, I'm back. Just let me boot up the console here.
But you never turn shit off, so why would you have to boot it up when you never turn it off? I don't know. I watch GTG, Agent Proper, and I watch LSB for his Friday night Street Fighter streams.
Here we go.
By being terrible with money. And just spending like crazy on stupid shit.
So once again, these people, I swear, I don't know if it's the same person or other people, but keep making these dummy accounts that are brand new accounts and then cheering. So likely I'll be insulted. Like, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be insulted by this person during the stream. I'm pretty sure we know this. But I got 2 cheers during the break. Well, actually 3 cheers. One from Liza Versoul who did a 145-bit cheer. No, I'm not your husbando. Sorry.
Yes, you are. Totally husbando.
DSP buys GameStop stock. Cheered. It says, "Have you thought about getting a payday loan to go ahead and pay off your taxes early? Are you crazy?" Do you have any concept of what a bad idea a payday loan is? Like, that is the worst kind of lending you can do. I actually saw documentaries on people whose lives were almost ruined by payday loans. The answer is no. And all brakes, no gas. So here we go. Did a 50-bit cheer and says, contrary to what everyone in chat says. What everyone in chat says, they say too. Like everyone's saying this collectively.
Oh, I'm hoping it's 11. That'd be great.
Take such long and frequent breaks.
Come on, Midford Bank.
Hard work and shouldn't be overdone. So long and frequent. Let's think about this. I take 2 breaks a stream. One is after the pre-stream and one is halfway through the gameplay. It's 2 breaks. Each break is roughly, well, actually the first break usually is only about 15 minutes just for me to use the restroom. The other breaks maybe about 25 minutes because sometimes I use the restroom, but I use it to stretch my legs, see what my wife is up to, play with
If it takes you
and get some
15 minutes to go to the
body
bathroom, you have issues. You need to eat more fiber.
Which is not good. A sedentary
Drink more
lifestyle
cranberry
without
juice.
movement is not good. So 2 streams out of how many hours of streaming? Excuse me, 2 breaks. And how many hours of streaming a day? Let's think about this.
3 hours.
Start streaming at 10:15.
No, you don't.
Got my fat ass
You
down
play
here,
music
and streaming till
at
4.
10:15.
So that's what, 6 hours, and then at night.
But only 3 hours of it is actual gameplay. The rest is music and pre-stream and breaks.
So that's 2.5 to 3 hours. So 9 hours of sitting still, and I take 2 short breaks. Okay, so there you go.
Plus your multiple hour one between streams.
I know you're being, what's the word, facetious or sarcastic with this comment. So thank you for the cheer, but don't keep it up. All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Immortals Phoenix Rising. And in fact, remember, thanks to your support so far, thank you to Rob and to Cobra Kaiser and to Guitar Player for the tips. We're going to start off with the Gunner Glasses today. All right. Now, I don't want to talk about this all stream, but I'll say it one more time before we start with gameplay. Right now, and until I get paid in the middle of February, I'm
broke, guys. What did you spend all the money on?
A ton of money.
What did you spend the money on?
In January, and I'm in a situation.
You don't have the $5,000 from credit cards and Midford's Bank anymore.
Okay.
And your quarterly state taxes was $562.
I need as many tips as possible between now and the middle of February, and then things will kind of get back to normal, which is good. But things are tight for me in the next couple of weeks.
$500.
So I appreciate it if you guys could tip me
$600.
Fair enough.
And state tax.
All right. I'm not
is
going
what
to
he's crying
mention it
about.
for 5 minutes, and maybe once an hour during the stream, I'll just give an update on how we're doing. I would like to do a vest reward today. I'll put on the vest if we raise the tips goal, and all vests are eligible except for what did we do last night? Blue. We did blue yesterday, so everything but blue is eligible. That means beige, red, platinum, gray, camo. Okay.
Wah.
Here we go. All brakes, no gas cheered and said you should get a better chair. Your posture's ass in that chair. I 100% agree. I hate this chair for sitting like this, but it's the only chair I had after getting rid of the love seat. I didn't have a better chair to sit in. I can't sit in my office chair because it's broken. The thing constantly deflates. It's a piece of shit.
But he got the chair, guys. Don't forget, he got the
Things
chair.
I want to do this year once I can afford it. Once I get past right now when things are tight and things start getting back to normal. I want to get a new laptop and a new chair. Those are the two first priorities because everything else can wait. Those things are
Well, why do you need to buy a new green screen? You already have one in the garage. We've seen it.
Here we go.
He's complaining about being a fat, lazy piece of shit that he is. Oh, wait. It's Tuesday. It must be DSP begging day. Wait, it's Wednesday. It must be DSP begging
It's basically
day.
Breath of the Wild with
It's Thursday.
some interesting twists.
Time to cry and beg for money.
Okay. What about my
Nothing.
gaming chair? I literally just said that. I said that office chair is broken. It's been broken for 2 years. The air inside doesn't hold. You sit in there for like 5 minutes, it goes psh. Then you pump it up and it goes psh. It's broken. It's a piece of shit.
You're that fat that
So
you
I
broke
can't
the
sit
chair?
in there for
Holy
extended
shit.
periods of time. It's annoying enough for the half an hour that it takes to upload videos over there later.
He actually did not rant about Ninja
I'm
today.
sitting there. Imagine if I had to do that every 5 minutes on stream. I'm not doing that. Fuck that.
He needs that Andre the Giant 5-star wrestler, dude.
Okay. All right, let's do this, guys. What I need to do, actually, I need to lower the camera slightly because it's blocking the mission objective I see. So let's do that.
Could have had it ready for stream, but nah. Wait until now.
Like that, okay? That should be good.
Alright, I'm done with him. He annoys me. Let's see. Window capture. Ta-da! Goodbye. And then face rig. Wahahaha. I'm now bigger. The bigger, the better. Well, you have to remember, he wakes up at 10:10, rolls out of bed, waddles on the hallway, starts the music. If he's on time, he's a lot of time he's late. Then he does what for half an hour? We don't know. It's WWE champion, so we do know. But for a business perspective, he doesn't do anything for the business. He sits there and plays on his phone for half an hour, and then, all right, it's 10:45. Click. All right, guys, time for the begging pre-stream segment. Ack. The Knudsen Down the Rabbit Hole video. It's like, there's no way this is real. Type in Dark Side Phil. Found, I want to say, sounds like Kojima videos. And it just exploded from there. I mean, technically it was only an hour and 45-minute pre-stream, but yeah, it was still hour and 45 minutes of no gameplay. Yes, guys, with that, I'm going to let you go. Thank you guys for watching. God, it's good to have my computer back. I went a month without a computer. Just sitting there staring at my TV watching Netflix. But I mean, now I can review Death Note, Parasite, Madoka Magical, or Magical Madoka, whatever the hell the name was. Kagistar, or The Insect Cage. God, what else did I watch? Devilman Crybaby, Demon Slayer. So hey, there's 6 different shows. Oh, and I can review iZombie. Yeah, dragging it. The Fappening. It's good to be back. Making videos. Like I was able to make my music reaction video last night. Yay! I've already made like 4 videos. Made one about the Wall Street, DSP being blind and screaming, the guy was invisible, and then you see on the screen, no, the guy's right there. In fact, the one, like, the person's name is over their head. So there's the person with their name over their head. The guy's invisible. There's no one on my screen. Yes, there is, DSP. Wear your glasses. If it's on Netflix or Amazon Prime, I can. I don't have Hulu or any of the others. Oh, I do have Disney Plus because someone let me borrow so I could watch Hamilton. Great play, by the way. Amazing play. Check it out if you have the time. I mean, right now it is being controlled by trolls and rich people. Not supposed to be that way, but it is. Hopefully I can find a list of names, because I had everyone saved. And then I just can't find it. But once I find it, then I'll look up how to do the name scroll thing, because this is super annoying. Not having a name scroll at the bottom. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Shout out to Rob Allen. Holla holla for the dollar dollar. To everyone else who showed up, everyone who watched. Thank you for watching me. Make sure you hit that like button before the stream ends. Wink wink. Nudge nudge. Wait, can I wink? Oh, you can kind of wink. Because it's weird because when I don't have OBS on, it works perfectly. As soon as you turn OBS on, I think it's maybe both of them are trying to use the cam. So it messes up the doggo and the cat face, but oh well. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.